And Chris is back. We're here to ramble on some shit. Has life been fun for you, Chris?
It's
beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It's been hectic, emotional, stressing.
Emotional roller coaster.
Yes, it's had all ups and downs and whatever else, but it's finally leveled itself out now again.
You've gone back to
a couple of weeks.
Back to some sort of reality, not normality and shit.
I don't think I'm back to
the
that
new
now.
normality.
Yeah, I think it's the new normality now.
Yeah, I worded that wrong.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something that is weird as fuck, and I'm assuming you've seen the news on it, was the weird space event that recently happened.
Okay. What? Why did Katy Perry go up, of all people?
Yeah. I woke up, must have been the morning after it happened, and I saw it, and I thought it was one of them AI pictures that keep getting chucked around everywhere, because I don't know who else was with her. There was a few girls, I think it was like 8 of them or some shit, and I was like, alright, fair enough, and then, it turned out to be a true story.
Yeah, it's a true thing, but I just don't understand why.
Yeah.
It all happened all of a sudden. It's like, right, these people are coming back down. I'm like, when the fuck did they go up?
Yeah.
Stars.
I don't know if it was in space for 11 minutes or the whole event was 11 minutes.
I don't think they were in space per se. I think they were just in the outer zone.
I see. I wondered, because the thing, I know they went up in like a rocket thing, but the thing they were in like had nothing. It was just like a little dome thing.
Yeah, I think they were just floating on the outer space. Or the outer Earth layer, whatever that's fucking called.
The images you see, they can see Earth underneath them, and they are floating in no gravity, so I technically, I don't know where space actually starts. I'm not a fucking scientist. But the whole event itself, I was like, how did we get... And a lot of people are kicking off because of how much it costs and how much they paid to do it and shit. Because apparently we were talking billions upon billions for them to do that, where that money could go somewhere else. Because they didn't go up and do anything scientific or else, they just... went up and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this because as well, surely you would need some level of training just to do all that safely and know what to do if this happens. You'd have to have a level of something.
Well, I'm guessing whoever she was with, because I don't know who they were, they would have been astronauts or whatever. It must have just been a girls' night out or whatever it was.
That's the image I got. That's what I thought. Did they like a bunch of these girlies thinking, girls' night, we're going to go fucking...
Let's go to space.
Yeah, and I'm assuming there was a gender involved. I think that every time something like this happens, I always assume there's a gender involved. Do you know what I was going to bring with you? This is a quick side tangent. I was going to bring up with you that Last of Us started, right, on the same weekend as the Masters, and I thought, have they done that on purpose? Because obviously it's golf clubs that do it. I thought, have they done that on purpose? Is that a little, like, thingy? Sorry, little side note. But yeah, it was... I hate how my brain works. I just come out and talk about Katy Perry in space. And then people, I guess, I don't not like her for it. But a lot of people say how she was weird about it. She come down saying, I've reflected differently on life and, all this kind of shit. I guess if you've done that, maybe it does change your life. I don't know. Maybe you do look at things differently.
She came down, kissed the ground. But apparently even the opening in the door, that was a bit weird.
The conspiracy nuts are already out.
Yeah, like, did they really go to space? Did they really go up there?
Because apparently you weren't supposed to be able to open it from the inside, but the video shows you somebody opening it from the inside. They're quickly putting it back in and letting Jeff Bezos, whoever.
Yeah.
So why did he want to do this? Because like I said, they didn't do any...
I don't know.
Was it a test for something? There was no research done. It just went, Katy Perry wants to go to space.
There was no news, anything about it. They were just... up there for 11 minutes and they come back.
It just happened. It was it was a bizarre. You don't expect to wake up and go, Katy Perry just went to space and think, oh, is she? I thought she kissed a girl and liked it, or she, fucking, oh, she's in space now. The whole ordeal just felt very. This is typical. Rich people just doing something for the crack.
Yeah, because talking about rich people, you got Elon who's fucking. Tesla's going downhill at the minute. Yeah. Everyone's setting him on fire.
Yeah. People are just not happy with him.
They're not.
Because the guy's a fucking weirdo.
They're not happy with him at all.
He's got so many baby mummies. He's got loads of kids.
Yeah, he's got about fucking 11 kids.
And he just pays like $2 million a month for them to like live in different flats around the world and shit. And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, mate, what's your fucking... Just chill out. Yeah, people are not, and I heard there's going to be a weird thing where I didn't realise that he's not even a majority holder of Tesla. He owns like 12%, some shit like that. He's going to sell Twitter to Tesla or Tesla to Twitter. It's something, there's going to be a weird in-house sale to balance shit because apparently the Tesla thing, if that crashes, is going to be... Because I heard as well that the rest of the people in the White House They've asked Trump, they've done a vote to get him out of the White House, and Trump's got X amount of days to make sure he can't be involved in his cabinet or whatever you call it anymore. Which I completely get because the guy's a fucking...
But again, talking about Trump, he's kicking up all these fucking tariffs. You've got China who's putting everything on hold. You've got fucking Canada who stopped producing things for them.
Did you see how much China fucked them over? Not in a bad way, in a good way, because they were getting fucked over. China, you know, so if you buy, I don't know, Gucci for a t-shirt like $100, and then so America get them to make it, they think it, they set, and then the stores in America say $100. China has said, well, they've put this tariffs on. Tell you what, cut them out, just come straight to our factories. These exact same shirts that you would spend $100 a shop, have them for $12. And it's like, America's like, oh, fuck. And now they're kicking off saying you could choose China over us. Because obviously, let's be honest, the shit we buy, like I buy a box of Lego, 200 quid, whatever, you know, it's costing Lego 50 quid to make. You know, they're making a huge profit. So China have said, well, instead of them making a huge profit, just come straight to us. And they've linked like all these websites you can buy your Gucci and your Lacoste or whatever shirts from. It's like, oh, so everyone's like, oh, because we do mass pay for shit and stuff like that.
It's the wrong thing to fucking put China on such a high tariff because China hold a lot of shit. Well, even if you just take everything out of the equation and just stick to like materials to make shit.
Yeah.
China is the biggest fucking export of all that shit. They hold like fucking 90% of mineral shit to build phones, fucking whatever.
Yeah.
And they're just like, you're not having them, man?
It is mad how he's gone this whole tariff nuts. Because I don't understand what the end goal. I don't know what the end goal. I don't know if it's to get more money into it. I don't actually know what the end goal is because everyone's still paying because they're saying, yeah, you can buy it then, but you're just going to pay for it more if you put this increase. I don't understand what
Africa, what I read last night or night before, Africa's now stepped up and said, right, all these Americans that live over here for free are now getting kicked out.
They're getting boots. Oh shit! For that from different countries in Africa.
I think something to do with visas and all that shit involved as well. But it's just everyone's kicking off at each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're living in a real like South Park episode.
It's mad.
It is. It's like I said, seeing Katy Perry in space, and then I don't quite understand. Go on, what you say.
Stocks are crashing madly as well.
Yeah. Because with Ali, you know, with Ali, he's saying about how this is the start of all this kind of shit. We're gonna have this digital currency and all this kind of fucking ramble on stuff and whatnot. I'm like, all right, okay, no worries. But yeah, I don't understand the decisions that are being made how it's benefiting. Like being in charge of a country, surely the first thing you need to do or want to do is to calm everything down and you know all the shit. But it seems like as soon as he's got in office, right, let's piss everybody off.
He's done something. I kind of see what he's trying to do, but in the other sense, it's like, well, you kind of pissing the rest of the world off.
Yeah.
And yes, you want to make America great again, and you want to fucking make it fucking give everyone back their money and shit like that, but you're kind of affecting the rest of the world here.
Yeah, it's bizarre and fucked up and crazy.
All these fucking
weird
tariffs and all this shit. It's like, can't sell them. It's gonna fucking kick off.
Oh, what the fuck is he on? Said that. We've had an interruption from the demon child. Is that sweat or have you come out the shower?
Well, the shower.
Why don't you dry your hair then? I mean, we don't have that problem anymore.
I'm doing it with the hairdryer.
You ain't fucking come around here and using a hairdryer in the middle of a video.
I'm away from it.
Your pals not coming around here.
They're not coming in, they're going on.
I was going. Chris has been at the fair.
What?
You've been at the fair most days, haven't you?
No, I've been one day.
So why you keep getting money then?
They're going up for food.
Oh, I swear to God, this little scumbag, this little Robin scumbag.
No, I went to the fair that day. Like last. I don't know.
Oh, this is actually quite a good test, people. You're a young man in this world. How's the political climate for you? What's going on in the world that's affected your life?
School.
There you go, the education system in its absolute finest there. Just school.
Where's the £20?
Where is my £20?
Or what?
But yeah, anyway, you wait in the front room. We'll be 10 minutes.
When is the movie?
That'll do with you. That's a young mind that's ready to change the world for us all people.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Absolutely, Goose. Yeah, I don't get it either, Chris. Kickoffs everywhere here. What the fuck's
Yeah, I
happening?
don't know. I still don't know what's going on with Ukraine and Russia because everyone keeps arguing. 1 minute they're friends, not Ukraine and Russia, obviously they will be, but America and Russia at 1 minute were alright, and now they're arguing, and now America's arguing with Ukraine, and then now we're arguing with Russia because we're trying to help Ukraine. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
A lot of the problems, right? Like Zelensky was put in power by Britain and America. They made that happen. They put Zelensky in power, and all this shit's happened and whatnot. And now America have come out and said, "We are not doing this. We're not doing this." They kind of just left Ukraine on their own. It's like, well, you hang on a sec. You can't just set all this shit up, do this.
Well,
and
apparently he gave them money to help them with military shit, but it never went on military shit. They ended up doing something else, and I think that's why America's kicking off with Ukraine. But Russia keeps sending bombs, missiles still.
Do you not think it's weird, right? How we live in a world where there's an ongoing war and we're still cracking on with our normal lives. I only hit me the other night.
It is quite mad.
It hit me the other we're still doing our normal shit, like the cinema and building Lego and all that kind of shit. You know, because imagine like when I know it's huge scale, of course, it's tragic and it's horrible and stuff. It's not onto the level, I guess, of like a World War II, but it's still got up like awful. But we're still just wandering around doing our normal. Let's take the shit that's happening and fucking not to go down this route because fuck me, the whole Palestine shit like that. The stuff that's happening there, we're just just cracking on with life. I guess is it because we're ignorant a little bit because it's not directly happening to us and whatnot.
I don't know. I think Keir Starmer's just more bothered about the fucking Muslims at the minute.
I don't know.
He's not making the world a very nice place in the minute, Keir Starmer. Well, I'm saying the world, the country. My life's at the minute still fine. It's weird to see all these events happening, these world like big changing things, and I'm just like, I went to the Newcastle game the other day, and I'm still just cracking on. Oh, that's it. I'm still cracking on.
I think it's just because I'm, like I said, ignorant to everything and whatnot.
I'm still cracking on. But what I'm reading and what I'm listening is just like the world. I'm saying the world. The country is fucked.
I've tried my hardest, right, to try and not listen to stuff in too much detail because I am now at this point where you have these two sides over no matter what the issue is that have both an opinion, they come with their own facts, but they're all saying it from their own narrative and they're maybe biased. And I go, do you know what? I don't know if I'm going to listen to anybody because I don't know who the fuck is telling the truth about what.
Yeah, we do are, to be fair.
Which is annoying because like the whole kickoffs between Israel and Palestine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I feel like it's the Palestinians that are being fucked over, right? But yet, if Israel is doing all this bad shit and they're killing all these people and this kind of stuff, why is there then some people defending them? Because surely they're seeing it from another point of view. Because of the way the Israelis were put there. Look how political we're getting. The Israelis were put there because of America and Britain. We said they need some land, we're just going to put them there. And they keep encroaching and taking more land and stuff. And I personally definitely feel like the victims in all this are the Palestinians. Yes, both sides are doing fucked up shit. But I'm like, if that's the obvious answer, how is there even a conversation? And surely the world must go, Israel, can you stop killing people?
It makes more sense, stop killing people, but all depends on what the Palestinians are doing, apart from trying to get
I
the
feel
land.
like they're just trying to say, hang on a sec, can you stop being cunts? That's, again, I'm not fucking politically informed. I'm an idiot. Do not listen to anything we say.
I suppose it's kind of the same with Russia and Ukraine, though. We don't really know what's going on, apart from hearsay and fucking what the news says, but so everyone knows you should never listen to the news. It's never
especially
fucking
different,
100% right.
Different news stations as well have different points of views.
Yeah.
Well, I guess more in America. Our biggest news, I guess, is like BBC or ITV, or Sky. But they've got like NSBC, CNN. They've got so many, and each of them are all politically aligned.
Oh yeah, they're all corrupt.
So it must be fucking horrible, to sit in a country and go, I'm on this side, so I listen to this news. Well, I'm on this side, so I listen to this news. Shouldn't the news just be the news?
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be selling it to the people on the right going, yeehaw, good boy, I got my goods, look at them lying. And the people on the side going, oh, they're over there doing this thing. No, the news should just be the news. But because there's too much money to gain and power to play and views and retention and all this kind of shit, it just feels like we're in a weird, wacky... Like I said, that's why I got a cool alien thing that my mate told us yesterday. I don't necessarily believe it, but I quite like it. this is kind of why I feel like aliens would look at us and go, what are they on about? They're squabbling all this bullshit here. They should all just be trying to get on in that. My mate said to me yesterday about his little, not theory, but he just heard about aliens. It was quite cool. You know how, like, you've got us, imagine us and a worm. You're walking down the park and there's a worm chilling in the mud. You have absolutely no idea, because us, intellectually, are far superior to a worm.
Yeah.
Their existence is whatever. They have no idea that this giant, complex being has just walked past. To them, nothing just happened. They're still sat there doing their worm things. And then he was listening to this video and was saying about, imagine how that could be aliens. Imagine if aliens were so advanced, they go past Earth, we don't even notice them because we're so primitive, and they don't even pay attention to us because we're just a worm and they're this superior thing. I was like, that's quite an interesting take.
That is an interesting take.
Because he goes, imagine if they're that, because we're still sending out radio signals to space, and how old that is as technology.
Well, apparently, since you brought it up, apparently I read last week, was it last week? I think it was last week, that they sent out a signal. Mm-hmm. And why did that?
Yeah, it's a signal thing.
They sent out a signal and they had a reply back that was 127 million light years away, I think it was. And they were like, oh my god.
Oh, have we made
aliens
contact?
out there.
Have we made contact?
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, it's not really big news.
Yeah, it's not huge news. It's fucked. Personally, I still stand on the whole thing that
we are definitely not.
Completely agree to that.
Planet.
I just think we're talking more likely for me multiverses away. I don't think there's any. I think because of how big everything is and whatnot, I don't think there's ever been any contact, there ever been any fucking thingy. I watched an alien video yesterday, and even the lad who was streaming it was laughing because somebody's like, real alien footage, and it's a little silver balloon that's just floating, and it just falls into a tree, and they're like, oh my god, it's so small to get, and it's like tiny. Yeah. I was like, Jesus Christ. It's fun to think about, and it's fun to explore, but I just personally think we're just living doing our thing.
Just people are just weird when it comes to certain things. I'll maybe watch something on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, and they're like, oh, what's this thing moving? And you fucking like, what is it? And trying to figure it out. And it's like, dude, it's just a fucking bit of wind. Sort it out.
It's always recorded through a fucking potato, isn't it? When all the instant access we have to high definition cameras and shit like that now, you still get all the, oh yeah, and the blurriness and the shaking and going around. It's like, can nobody just shut up a decent camera and just... No. It's like, you know, when you ever used to watch World Star, people fighting in the streets and like somebody would get knocked out, they go, World Star!
Nah.
Oh, fuck me, I used to love watching World Star. And then like, they'll be recording a scrap, when they're recording it like this, and you're like, well fuck, I can't see what the fuck's happening then, Jesus Christ, like, oh, World Star! Well, calm the fuck down, man.
No, it's...
Yeah, they've literally got a baked potato to record alien footage.
It's what I mean. It's just like to me, our last major fucking thing about aliens probably was back in the 60s, 50s, late 50s.
Roswell, New Mexico, and all this kind of shit. I love talking about that and thinking, be like, oh, what the little base or whatever. And again, I just feel like coming from somebody that has no fucking shit on it, I just think it's not. And I think it's an easy way. I think that the governments love to be like, not answer it, but go, no, it's probably not aliens, but you go like, why don't you just say no then? I think like they have like this little...
They never give you a definite answer.
Yeah,
they give you an answer that's fucking 12 pages long. Yeah.
You're like,
they divert round it and they're like, yes, but blah 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 blah. I'm like,
yes or no?
It's like yes or no.
Yes or fucking no. I think they love it as well. I think they love having like just the general public on this little string of going, well, they never technically said no, but they never technically said yes. So which one is it? They're like, yes, we did say yes, but we said it this way. Oh, we did say no. Like you've just said there, and they love to sort of like dangle it and we're like, okay. And that's when, because there's definitely money to be made in conspiracies and shit like that. So I feel like part of that's the fucking...
No, I've got about conspiracies as well, because I think last time I was round, I think it was the week, they were releasing the JFK files.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I know what you're going to say. Carry on.
Well, they tried to say, well, what I can vaguely remember what I read, because it's been a while since I've been around. What I can vaguely remember what I read is that it was the CIA that was involved with it all.
Yeah.
And that they were in cahoots with some guy who hired...
Roswell,
what's his fucking name?
Fuck you. Lee Harvey Oswald.
That one.
Yep.
He was in some cahoots with Oswald, and so apparently the whole aspect of it is the CIA were involved with it all, and then that guy, well, obviously Oswald went bye bye. The guy in the middle, he disappeared into some random wilderness, and then he got killed a couple of years later.
Yeah, there's always a death at the end of it. Someone's
Yeah.
going, no, they died mysteriously.
Yeah.
He died in a fucking sea accident, but yet he never ever used to go on the sea. But all of a sudden he did start to go out the sea, and I was dead.
Yeah.
You're like, what a sec. Like me driving in a fucking Formula One crash. We're like, why did he randomly start driving Formula One? Oh, he's always been into it. He's always loved it.
Yeah.
Like, why would he put him there? Yeah, it's fucking strange and weird, and I think just half the time they just love having all this information or lack of, and being like, oh well, we'll dangle it in front of the little peasants, and we'll just make them think this and think that.
It took me a while to get into this route because there was so much fucking documents that were released that I was like, what? So trying to find the correct one to try and fuck me.
Because he said, a good old fucking Trump come out and said we're going to release all this shit. When they come out with it, they went, oh, loads of it's missing. And they just showed that little thing like that, didn't they? They like four of them come out and they went, oh, look, it's here. And like, well, tell us all then. And, yeah, it's weird in America as well because like the CIA and the FBI and that all don't like work for the government. Like they're like their own little entities, which I think is weird. I think surely you should be like the presidency or whatever, and then all these corporations work for you or whatever you call them.
You'd think that, yeah, you'd think that because you're the president, they all work for you.
Yeah.
But no. You see, J. Edgar Hoover, who brought the FBI together, he invented the FBI kind of situation.
Yeah.
He fucking hated JFK.
Yeah, and I know obviously there was the shit with the Cuban Missile Crisis and they're planting this, that, there, and there was a lot of like, they didn't want this and they didn't want that political edge there, and thinking, oh my god. It's like all these people are just competing with each other and using like public as pawns, and they do a lot of immature shit. Like somebody will do something proper bad, tie it up and be like, look what they've just done. Definitely wasn't us. Look what they've done. You're like, and half the people are like, yeah, you idiots, you've done that.
I just don't understand why they just aren't all just be one team, because they all basically do the same thing. You've got the FBI do their thing, the CIA do their thing, the DEA do their thing, but they all hate each other.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
it's the
weird.
fucking FBI. I have to fucking get them. Yeah, well, we're in charge. No, but we're in charge because it falls down this category. Oh, no, we're in charge. DEA because it falls into this category. Just get on. Just
Aren't you
do your
here
fucking
just to
thing.
solve that thing? You're all here just to solve that one thing. It's proper. There's too many fucking divides in this thing.
There is.
It's weird. The whole system of the layout and everything is just fucked and weird. Because like you said, you should just have one person that says, okay, we need this solved. All of you work for me, solve that, whatever.
That's what I mean. But it's the same with Russia. You've got the Interpol and you've got the fucking their police kind of thing. Fucking Interpol are just so corrupt.
It's
They
fucking...
send fucking people over here just to get fucking poisoned.
And I love how it's always the heads of these places. Like me and the everyday lad from Belgium or the woman from fucking Switzerland. We don't care what's cracking on with our lives. It's always the people above us that are arguing and bickering and then feeding this information for me to go, that person from France, I actually don't like them now because what they're saying above us. But you go on holiday somewhere, you're just cracking on with the normal people and that. It's always these up above that having these squabbles that are just sort of involved. I don't think you want to kick off with that. I'm not part of this. I'm just chilling out. You're the one that wants to kick off because you want that land or you want that political power or you want that. It's because men are just... They're obsessed with love, power, and they love money. It's like the whole thing when you get rich and famous and you still do all this. You feel like, say if I went here, Chris, there's 10 million, you go, okay, life's made now, I can relax. But it kind of feels like a lot of people that get power and money, they go even more big because they go, shit, now I've got this power and money, I can do more crazy shit.
Yeah, and that's why they get into drugs, that's why they get to trafficking, that's why they get to prostitution.
Yeah, do all this
and
nefarious stuff.
And whatever else.
It's just bizarre.
I've always said that once you get money, you get bored. So what else do you do? Oh, let's do drugs. Let's do some trafficking. Let's go.
The next high.
Let's fucking rape kids.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's always weird. They always turn out to Ali at work, the conspiracy nut. It always boils down to paedophilia. We are, yeah. Always boils down to paedophilia. Yeah, constantly. What, you lost?
To be fair.
Did you not just have it in your hand?
No.
I'm sure I saw you vape today. Yeah, it always boils down to that.
Yeah.
I always say to him, why is it that? Why is that the avenue that all of these Tom Hankses and that have gone down? Why is it that route? And he's always like, it's always nonsense. Why?
Well, that's another thing since you brought up. What's going on with fucking P. Diddy? Because it's all of a sudden he's just gone dead.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's this list that Epstein was that supposed to have had that everyone was going to get fucked for. Oh yeah, fair enough. He got fucked, and she is in prison.
I have absolutely no idea, and you get to the point where like, how much of it's bullshit then?
That's what I mean.
Where are we going with everything? What's the crack? What's the news? What are we doing? I don't know. There's a list that's coming out. And then 5 years later, it still won't be out, and then the next big thing will be happening. I don't know, because the whole talk was apparently PD's got information on everybody, so they're like, oh, we better be careful because he's got info, because he's got recorded footage of so-and-so sleeping with an unconscious underage girl. And you're like, oh, okay. And we start building these layers and layers and layers, and again, this is what I was saying before about, I just can't be asked listening to shit sometimes, because I don't know what's true. And especially when you're an uneducated mind like me, I just want to sit here and watch lads and lasses pretend to fight tomorrow night. That's it, and no.
No, I don't either.
It's
mad.
Yeah, South Park did a great episode about the whole Tiger Woods stuff, about like, why is it that men just keep cheating on their wives when they got loads of money? I want to be honest and just not cheat on my wife, and they keep side-eyeing the one girl in the room, because it's like, a lot of men, you know, you get this power and that they just want to abuse it and they can get what they want and all this kind of shit. And it's quite funny, like I said, South Park's political views on shit's always funny. But yeah, I don't know, I don't get it. I don't just want to fucking watch the Toon Man. Might finish second this year, maybe. But I don't know.
No, it's mad. It is mad.
But yeah, never mind. Katy Perry went to fucking space.
Well, she went up for the 11 minutes.
I still... What was Orlando Bloom doing? She went, oh, honey. He's like, oh, can we go for dinner? And she's like, oh, can't on Wednesday. What are you doing? I'll go to space quick. He's like, all right, no worries. Imagine that.
But then you got Russell Brand, who's now being done for...
Well, he's been accused of a few misdeeds.
Yeah.
He's openly admitted about him being a sex addict and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't want to sit and say he is guilty, because I don't fucking know who's guilty and innocent. I do get vibes of him from when he was back in his smacked out days, of him maybe being a bit touchy-feely more than he should be. I do get vibes like that off him. Mm-hmm. But again, I don't want to sit here and say, yep, you're guilty, because I have no idea. An accusation until... And I don't know how easy it will be to prove when it's like 20 years on. Because obviously if he is guilty, then you want it to be proved that you're guilty. If he's innocent, you want it to be proved. I don't know how you prove it. Like if I touch Chris's penis, and then 20 years later we go to court, I don't know how we prove it.
I don't know.
Yeah, unless you've got 10 witnesses that say, yes, Dan very aggressively grabbed Chris's penis.
Well, all of a sudden they do, though, don't they? Oh, but one as soon as it's completely understandable. As soon as one finds the brave soul to say, like, yeah, this person did it, the rest of them say, right, okay, now she's done it, I can do it. The rest of them can't. I can understand. Well played for you for doing that. But why leave it so long? I know it must be hard to talk about.
I'm assuming, especially with a celebrity, I'm assuming it's, again, this is just me playing guessing game here. So if I'm like, say I'm the richest, most powerful man in the world, I own Disney or whatever, I'm assuming it's...
a bad man.
I am Walt Disney. I'm my brain's frozen under there, gonna come back. And my best guess would be, because if you're just a regular girl, it's scary going up there because they've got the money, they've got the lawyers, they've got the silence, they've got the powers to do this, and it's like, it'll be like, just me, no superhero powers, going up against Thanos' army. That's the best way I can visualise it. Yeah. And I'm assuming it's just a case of, well, I'm going to come out, I'm going to have this story, people aren't going to believe me, they're just going to pay off this, they're going to pay off that and whatnot. I'm guessing. But what you said there before, I do like the domino effect that it has. Say if, you know, Russell Brand come out and he did do horrible stuff to 20 girls, they were all too scared, but the first domino fell, the first girl spoke, and the second fell. I do like that. Because if they have been
if he has done that, then he deserves what he gets.
Yeah, 110%. It's just fucking... I'm assuming that's my best guess. And it's nice that eventually people have the bravery to speak out and all that shit. Because
it's just when it's shit for the celebrity in one rumour, it's just a rumour, and then everyone else comes out just to get money, and it's all just fucking... a lot of shit. Yeah. And I will actually also... people's careers and lives and whatever else.
Yeah, see when a girl does come out and lie, because it does happen, it is fucking horrible.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I do like that women can come out and they can, you know, hopefully take ownership, because it's... I don't know if it's because we're biased because we are men. There probably are incidences that happens that we as a men go, now and that, he's just fucking touched her, you know, just had a quick grope. Mm-hmm. But obviously to a woman, that's a invading the personal space. That's a huge act and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's maybe because sometimes we can be ignorant and whatnot, and we see sex because if a girl come to me and just grabbed me fucking under tit, I'd be like, "What are you doing, you twat?" and I'd carry on with life. But to a girl, that's completely different. It's a lot more huge for them.
Well, I think nowadays it's fucking different now, isn't it? Because
Chris is falling in, he's collapsing.
again, reading a girl touched a guy's ass, and he proper kicked off with it, and he sued her.
He's rightfully, you should
Well,
though.
yeah, because it's still sexual assault, abuse, or whatever.
I know what you're thinking. Me being a man, I would be like, "Shut up, mate! You just a girl's touched you." It's a story that happened not long ago where a woman teacher was sexually having sex with a student. Me being a lad, the comment section, where was she at when I was at school and all this
I was
stuff.
thinking, I was like, "How come I didn't get any of this shit at school?"
Yeah, second it's turned around.
Yeah.
We're all that's fucking again. South Park did an episode on this. It's all because they find out that she's been sleeping, and all the cops do is they keep going nice because the teacher's sleeping with the kid, the boy. But you 100% we look at it differently. It's like that whole the Bonnie Blue crack. You know who she is?
Bonnie Blue.
She's going around and she's shagging like 1,000.
Oh
and
yes.
stuff. I kind of don't hate that. Don't get us wrong. It doesn't appeal to me, and I don't want any involvement in that. One of the lads at work said they were in the queue for it as well.
Yeah.
They missed out. I think it's little Specky Luke. Apparently he missed out. But I kind of think, do you know what? Because if that was a man, a lot of people would say, "What a fucking big! You smacked 1,000 birds in a week. Go on, son, high five," and that'd be like, "What a legend." Not all men, but a lot of men would be like that. And I kind of feel like, well, she's obviously a slag, and she likes being a slag, and she likes fucking monetizing it and making money off it. I kind of feel like, yes, not for me. That's a party I don't want to be involved in. But if you're taking ownership of it and you're making money of it, because I do love. Back in the day, ages ago, it would be so easy to get a little bit dirty texting with girls and whatnot. I love now that girls are saying, "Oh, you want a tit pic? Get my OnlyFans, gives a $5." I love that they've took ownership over it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because obviously us as men were like, "Oh, I want to see booby, give me booby, let me see."
That is true.
And I fucking love that girls are like, "Give us a tenner then."
Give us a tenner, you can see
Yeah.
it.
And it's like, do you know what, girls? Because obviously it's the whole thing, sex sells, and men are fucking horny little bastards.
Yes.
And I love that girls are like, well, okay, well, we're the ones that you want this stuff from. We're going to own it, and we're going to monetize it, and I'm going to get rich off it.
Well, it's like that girl. She's got an OnlyFans. Fucking Sophia Ray, I think that's her name is. She's like 24 or whatever, and she's big in the OnlyFans thingy.
Yeah.
And everyone's obsessed with her. The lass is still a virgin.
Is she?
Hi. And
Fair enough.
last month or whatever, she was talking to somebody, and in 1 month she made 4 million.
Yeah, I fucking love that. I genuinely love that. And it's because she's took. I'm assuming, I don't know who she is, but I'm assuming she's like a stereotypical, beautiful looking girl sort of thing.
I'll get a picture of her.
Bear in mind, my type is small, brunette girls who work in food and are called Laura. That's my only type. Okay? I don't like...
Oh, she's 20, sorry. She's 20.
Sydney Sweeney. No, thank you. I don't want any part of that.
And she's a good looking lass.
Yeah.
Not getting her wrong.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, she is fucking selling it. She is loving it. And like I say, she's fucking made millions of just...
And I think all power to her.
being a
100%. Because then again, the men, it's quite funny because the men that get annoyed at it, they're like, "Oh, it's dirty and it's mean and it's horrible." But them men are definitely lying. If they could get it for free, they'll be buzzing it.
People are now offering her millions to take a virginity. It's creepy.
Oh, that, yeah.
It's creepy, but she's like, nah.
But
I'm paying this.
To be fair to her though, if somebody walked, she went right thinking, somebody said, "Here's 50 million, I'm having a virginity." If she did it again, I would be like, it's your body, it's your choice, it was all consensual, and you just got 50 million. Fucking, no one's offering me anything to fucking see my pinky, let alone in my fucking underbelly.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? There is somebody out there that sees it for free.
I think we're going to just start doing the OnlyFans or something.
Oh, my feet are fucking disgusting.
Well, mine not too bad.
Mine are fucking hard skin and fucking just destroyed.
I'll do a shower one. I'll have to put something over my head, but make sure I don't waterboard myself.
No, see, at least that's probably more appealing than me.
Put a sock over it just to tease them.
I'll just have a shower, regular shower, and I'll just sell that. That'll do.
Just some shower pics.
Just having a shower.
Mine would be awful though, because like if I tried to hide my face, everyone would know he's got two army tattoos on his back, and he's just a big fat foot.
Yeah, that's my problem. As soon as they see my fucking big back
tattoos,
piece,
yeah.
they're like, right, yeah, we know who that is.
Yeah. No, you're outed. No. I mean, not every fat man has fucking Raphael tattooed on his arm. No, that's Dan. Okay, no worries. Again as well. A lot of people would say I wouldn't date a girl that does OnlyFans. I personally, say if my girlfriend did it and she was making millions and she enjoyed doing it, I wouldn't care.
That's what I mean. She's not sleeping with other men. She's
Yeah.
just making money.
I know that they're looking, and I know the argument would be it's supposed to be intimate between you two and whatnot, but I'd be thinking you're capitalising here and making a shitload. One, I don't have to go to work, and two, you're just selling shit that people are looking at. So yeah, I could not care, because you get some weird bitter men who are like, oh, I would date you. Your kids are going to hit that in the future. Hang on a sec, she might be setting up her kids' future by showing her titties off. And I think a lot of girls get villainized for
Well,
it.
they do, don't they? Because
I don't
some
think it's
companies like say, look, it's a no-go. You're not allowed an OnlyFans.
Yeah, and then companies are run by pervy old men. If they'll get it for free, they wouldn't care.
Yeah.
But because the pervy old men now have to pay for it, they get bitter about it. I think, do you know what? Fuck off. The girls have took ownership, and they found a way to fuck over horny men.
I'm sure
Crack
there's
on.
a school teacher who does it.
There was a weird one. Have I got the flat wrong with this? Yeah, we'll set up in a minute. A kindergarten, a gay lad, teaching kindergarten, little kids, and he had an OnlyFans, and he was doing his OnlyFans at work, and he was going into like the kids' bathroom and like jerking off.
That's creepy.
That's
creepy.
Do it at home. Why
Doing
the
it at
fuck are you
home?
doing it at a fucking? I can't remember if it was nursery or kindergarten. I can't remember what the difference is or whatever. It was like infinitely like 5-6 year olds, whatever that age group is in America.
Yeah, that's creepy.
You
If you're
could
doing
see-
it in a home in your own house.
The videos on the toilet had training potties on them.
Yeah, that's creepy.
That's fucking mean.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was
Yeah.
absolutely
As
vile.
a dad, I can say this now. As a dad, as a dad, I'll be fucking straight in there. Like, get the fuck.
Yeah, why are you doing this weird
Yes.
shit?
Have you got some weird fetish about fucking little kids? Get the fuck. You might not, but you're doing it in fucking areas where there's kids
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Cool. I feel like if my kid's teacher did it,
Thing with dads now.
I can relate to dads. You should watch that Bill Burr film. Is it called Old Dads? Bill Burr's like newish film on Netflix. It's fucking hilarious. You'll enjoy it.
I'm a cool dad.
Oh, it might be called Dad. I think it's called Old Dads. I think anyway. I don't think I would care if one of my kids' teachers did it, but as long as they were
In their own house.
completely
In their own house.
and the fact that they did it
Not
and you
him.
didn't even know, like
Yeah.
they had no idea. But it was
Even if
real-
I did know, as long as it's not in the premises where my kid's gonna go,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever they do in their own home, it's up to them.
The only thing that would worry me was if somehow an image got leaked and the kids found the image of the teacher, like, that's our teacher. And that's the only time you'd be like, whoa. Yeah, that's a little bit of a grey area. All right, well, shut the fuck up. You can dry your weird little hair, you fucking twat. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're going to set up similar anyway.
Outside and brought the window blow it.
You can't go starting on somebody like this. What is the most unthreatening posture? Don't, because he'll jump up and rip your jacket. Little twat. Visuals, thank you for listening. Katy Perry went to space. Those keep you keep it on.
Lucky hell. Let me bye, people, while I beat this child up.
Beat him in an inch of his life.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.